welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. Today we are doing a comparison between the Super Nintendo Mini and the Fake Wish knockoff. Now the Super Nintendo Mini only comes with, 20-something games? 21 games. This Super Nintendo Mini knockoff version comes with 620 games. But, without putting them on and playing them yet, having a look at the build quality between these two consoles, are we going to be getting our money's worth, or, should we just actually always keep buying the brand name products? Well, let's have a look. So, the Super Nintendo Mini, the original, is a Nintendo branded product. It is, quite weighty. It's got a bit of a weight into it, and all of the consoles, or the controllers for the console, all use Nintendo proprietary plugs. Now that's these little things here, which plug into the same remote controls on the Wii and the Wii U on the Wiimotes. So you can actually use these controllers on those controllers as well. Now, let's have a look. What does this thing weigh? Let's turn it on. Okay, so the original Nintendo Mini, Super Nintendo Mini, is 199 grams. Okay, by itself. Now, let's unplug this from the controllers. 135 grams. So there's a difference there of about, 70 grams. Now, size-wise, if you can see this, it is slightly longer, slightly taller, and slightly wider. Okay, now we've seen that. Buttons, okay. This one feels a little bit more janky. Okay, it feels like if I was a little bit hard of handed, I could probably put my finger through, and it doesn't actually go right to the bottom of where the switches are and right to the top, like this one does. Okay, it's fine. Now the button on the reset on the original is flush. This one sticks up slightly. This one has more of a switch I'd like to hear, because you can actually hear the actual switch click. This is okay. Alright, so the Wish one has something over the Super Nintendo one. Now the LED light for the power is on top. This one is on the front between the two controller ports. Alright, that looks good. Okay, we'll put these things aside and we'll look at the controllers now. Okay, so I went and grabbed an original Super Nintendo controller with the original with all Nintendo branded to compare these controllers to. Okay, so this is an original one, so we'll grab the actual branded one as well, and we'll put them side by side. Now, on here, the printing for Super Nintendo is a lot darker, it's more black. This one is sort of a little bit lighter, it's a grey. The buttons are all curved outwards on all of the buttons. Now these are rubber, these ones are rubber too. Now this is a plastic and it sort of wiggles, and this one does too. Now the two buttons on the top, which you've got R and L, yep, they look pretty much the same. On the back, looks pretty much the same as well, except for it's different model numbers. Okay, let's wrap this one up and give it away. Okay, get it untangled. Okay, wrap it up. This one over. And we're at 0. Let's weigh this. 142 grams. Alright, that's the original. Now for the new Mini. Wrap it up. Stay. 106 grams, so it's a little bit lighter than the original. It's okay, but the cable thickness is also different as well, so just comparing that. Now, this is the Wish knockoff. 81, so it's even lighter as well. So these controllers hopefully will stand a little bit of punishment, but you know, you don't want to get an angry person that plays with you and they slam the controller down because it'll probably bust. Alright, so now we've done those, let's actually have a look at the length of controller lead. That's one thing that I always hated if you're sitting on the couch and you're the one that has to sit on the floor because, you know, the controller isn't long enough. Alright, so I've got an original one here and the Wish knockoff. Guess what? Fairly decent, the same. Okay, so the original one's about 2 inches longer, or 5 centimeters, or 5 and a bit centimeters. Alright, that's okay. But the quality of the cord too. You can see the difference. This is the new Mini. This is the Wish knockoff. And this one here is the original. Yeah, you can see the difference between the thickness of the cords. Alright, now that we've got all of those, let's go over to the TV and see how fast these things boot. Alright, let's go. And we're going to try out these two consoles side by side. So we've got the original Super Nintendo and we have the Wish knockoff Super Nintendo. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've plugged in the console, the Super Nintendo. I've got it capturing on the capture card. I'm also filming it because it's got jumping around the screen at the moment, you know, no signal. Let's see how fast it takes this Super Nintendo original Mini to boot. It takes a little bit of time for this one to boot. Alright, that's fair enough. Okay, alright. Let's see how long it takes to shut down. Oh, it actually tells you it's shutting down, and then the LED on the front of it turns off. Okay, so there's a difference. Let's have a look. Let's get... Alright, I now have the other console plugged in. This has a this has a converter, so the converter's always got power to it, and it throws up a blue screen. So we've got the blue screen up. Alright, turn it on. Instantaneously, it's on. No music though, if you notice. Alright, let's see how long it takes to turn off. Instantaneous, it doesn't boot down. So that's a little bit concerning for me because, you know, computers aren't supposed to be just turned off. Alright, let's have a look. Controller wise, on the fake Super Nintendo, these two top buttons, Y and X, are inverted curve. On A and B, it's a curve on the outside. Now on the original controller and the Super Nintendo Mini controller from Nintendo are all curved on the outer side. So that's just something to be aware of, so you might feel a little bit weird playing this one first off. Alright, let's play the first game. Just turn it on. Select it. Select it. One player. Alright, let's try it. Whoa, turn around and shoot him. Yeah, got him. Whoa, he's trying to shoot me from up there. Whoa, yeah. Well, how come he didn't die from that guy's bullets? That's not fair. If I can die from his bullets, I reckon... Oh, yeah. Anybody should be able to die from his bullets. Like me, I just died. Completely. Alright, so that's the quality of this particular game. Alright, let's turn this one off and swap over to the Super Nintendo Mini, the original. Now Now the controller has a little bit more weight to it, so it feels a little bit different in my hand, and the texture of the plastic's a little rough, like so it's textured instead of it being more flat and glossy. Alright, so let's play the first game. One player, Mario Kart. Let's go. Yep. Now if you notice, there's a nice border on the outside of the screen. If you've got a large television, this is great. It means it's using the entire screen, so that you're not wasting any of that precious television space. Well, the graphics on the Super Nintendo are amazingly 100% better than the cheaper console, so I can see that straight off right now from playing here. Oh, somebody's trying to throw bananas at me. Alright, finish this lap, drop that there. Oh, somebody throwing a banana at me. Helps if I stay on the track, hey? Well, I can say I'm not the best. Oh, I came final lap. Oh, quick, gotta get this up. No, don't get behind him. Oh, I got two more of them. That's good. Don't want you. Okay. Totally out of my way. Yay! I won. Alright. So, the controllers feel pretty much the same except for the two buttons of the X and Y. The Super Nintendo one feels more expensive because of the texture of the plastic. But, look, overall, $150 something, $150 for the Super Nintendo Mini Original from Nintendo, or $35 or $32 from Wish the Fake. If you aren't particularly wanting the Nintendo only games, the ones that are on the back here, and you just want to play some old school games, go the cheapie. Really, it's probably better value if you just want something to whack down at the holiday house, or have an old school gaming night with the boys or the girls, because there are girl gamers. Go for that one. But me personally, I like to collect Nintendo stuff. T-shirts, other things. I've got most Nintendo stuff I've got. I don't have the new Switch yet, so that's okay. I'm still getting there. I've got other consoles I'm working on at the moment, but yeah, I don't see a problem with that particular console, the cheap one, and compared to the Nintendo. There is a world of difference between the two in the quality. You are paying money for the Nintendo games when you buy the Nintendo. The classic one, it's good. I'm going to still play it. I'm actually going to probably jump onto Mixer now and have a few games of some old school wonder and see how we go. Alright, I'm going to pass you back to the other Craig, who's still sitting at the kitchen bench with the two consoles in front of him. Thank you, Craig, for passing back to me. Okay, now this is the end of the video. Hope you've seen anything that, will entice you to either buy one of these two consoles, or, if you want to go back, and buy an original, because you'll still need the converter. Alright, well, if you've seen anything you like in these videos, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget comments, questions, or things that you want me to go try. Maybe there's another one of these consoles somewhere that is cheaper. Actually, maybe you want me to do the American version of the Super Nintendo. Didn't look anything like these. Leave it in the comments field below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and get notified when I do these What's in the Box episodes, my daily vlogs, openings, or cooking with Craig, car maintenance, you name it. I film it, it ends up on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button and get notified. And until next time, see you in the next video.